Hello students, welcome to the next lecture of the subject of electric circuit. In last lecture we have discussed one numerical. In today's lecture we are going to discuss another numerical. So this is a numerical. With the help of Maxwell's loops current method, find the magnitude and direction of current flowing through 1 ohm resistance, and the given circuit is this one, having the direction of loop 1 and loop 2. This is the direction of loop 1 having the current value of I1, and this is loop 2 having the current value of I2, and we have to find out the current flowing through 1 ohm resistance. That means this resistance, we have to find out the current flowing through this resistance using Maxwell loops current method. Now Maxwell loops current method is nothing but the mesh analysis. Maxwell's loop current method means we are using here mesh analysis to find out the current. So first step to find out the current is write down the loop equations. Now so we will write down the loop equation here. So first of all, to write down the loop equation, we will write down for loop 1. So for loop 1 we will draw the circuit diagram. First of all, drawing the loop 1, I will mark out the current directions so that while solving the loop it will be easier for me to solve the circuit. So first of all, I will mark out the direction of loop currents. Okay, so current I1 is flowing through this 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistance coming at this node in downward direction. The current is I1 minus I2, and current flowing through this 2.5 and 5 ohm resistance is I2. Current flowing through this 2.5 and 5 ohm resistance is I2. Current flowing through 1 ohm and 2 ohm is I1, and current flowing through this 3 ohm resistance is I1 minus I2. And this is the loop direction, loop 1, and this is loop 2. Now we will write down the equation for loop 1. So applying KVL to loop 1. Okay, now I will draw a loop 1 here. Now here it is important that to mention out the direction of the resistances. So this is plus, this is minus, this is plus, minus, this is plus, minus. I will also mention here plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. Okay. This direction is nothing but this sign denotes whether the potential rise will take place or potential drop will take place. हे साइन्स कशामुळे दिलेत आपण, एक तिथं पोटेन्शियल राईज होईल किंवा पोटेन्शियल ड्रॉप होईल हे आपल्याला लक्षात येईल इथे. आणि हा लूप 1चा सर्किट आहे, म्हणजे हा लूप 1 आहे आपला, त्याचा सर्किट आहे हा तुमचा 1 ओहमचा रेजिस्टन्स, हा 2 ओहम आणि हा 3 ओहमचा रेजिस्टन्स. याच्यामधून फ्लो होणारा करंट I1 आहे, याच्यातून फ्लो होणारा करंट I1 मायनस I2 आहे. Now applying KVL to this loop 1, डायरेक्शन अशी राहील. ओके, सो मायनस टू प्लस चाललाय, करंट हा मायनस टू प्लस चाललाय, मीन्स potential rise is taking place. Potential rise is taking place. So in KVL we know that voltage rise is equals to voltage drop. KVL मध्ये आपल्याला स्टेटमेंट आहे की summation of all current is 0 or summation of current summation of voltage rise is equals to summation of voltage drop, or summation of all the voltages is equals to 0. So voltage rise is equals to voltage drop. This is the statement of KVL. Voltage rise is this one, so it is 12.5. okay, 12.5 is equals to, now voltage drop will takes place. See, current is flowing from plus to minus, and currents are plus to minus flow hota असेल, then it is a voltage drop. So it becomes 1 I1 because current flowing is I1. Then nextly we will move to the next equation. Now summation of voltage drop will take place here. Current again plus to minus flow hota hai, current is again moving from plus to minus, means voltage drop is taking place. So it is 2 I1, and again voltage drop is taking place from plus to minus in 3 ohm resistance, so it is 3 into I1 minus I2. So current flowing is I1 minus I2. So equation becomes 12.5 is equals to 1 into I1 is I1 plus 2 I1, solve this bracket equation, plus 3 I1 minus 3 I2. So 12.5 is equals to I1 plus 2 I1 is 3 I1 plus 3 I1 6 I1 minus 3 I2. So this equation is 6 I1 minus 3 I2 is equals to 12.5, is equals to 12.5. Okay, so this is equation number 1. We cannot reduce this equation, or we can also reduce the equation if we divide it by 3, but 12.5 cannot be reduced. So keep this equation as it is, equation number 1. Now solve similarly for loop 2. For loop 2 we will see on the next page here. So loop 2. So loop 2 means, see, now this loop we have to solve this, loop 2 we have to solve this. So again I will draw the circuit diagram for loop 2. So this is 3 ohm, this is 2.5 ohm, and this is 5 ohm. Current direction is again same here. Keep in mind, you have to keep the current direction same. You don't have to need to change the current direction. Now here your this current flow in this circuit going from this to this. Okay. This is plus minus, this is plus minus, okay, this is plus minus. Okay, now here voltage, again KVL, voltage drop is equals to voltage rise. Now here plus, minus to plus current is going, that is your voltage is, potential is increasing, potential is rising. So it becomes is equals to 3 I1 minus I2, 3 I1 minus I2. And at voltage drop, here voltage dropping taking place, that is plus or minus, so it is 2.5 current flowing through this is I2, 2.5 I2 plus 5 I2. Current direction I will again mention here. Okay, so current is I1 minus I2 and current flowing through this 2.5 and 5 ohm resistance is I2. So 2.5 I2 plus 5 is equals to 3 I1 minus I2. Now 5 plus 2.5 is 7.5 I2 is equals to 3 I1 minus 3 I2. Take this plus 7.5 I2 to the right hand side. So this equation becomes 3 I1 minus 3 I2 minus 7.5 I2 is equals to 0. Your equation becomes 3 I1, 3 plus 7 minus 3 minus 7.5. Here there will be addition but sign will be some minus behind it. It becomes 10.5 I2 is equals to 0. Okay. Now here this is equation number 2. Now from equation 2, and equation 1, that is multiply equation 2 by 2. If we multiply this equation 2 by 2, then it becomes 6 I1. So I will multiply this equation as 6 I1 minus 10.5 into 2. Okay, 6 I1, 10.5 into 2 is 21 I2 is equals to 0. This is equation number 3 I will write down. And equation 1 is 6 I1 minus 3 I2 is equals to 12.5. Equation number 1. Now you will understand that why I have multiplied equation 2 by 2. To cancel out the terms of I1, I will get the value of I2. So I have multiplied the equation 2 by 2. Change the sign, this is minus, this is plus, this is minus. 6 I1 and minus 6 I1 get cancelled here. This is 21.0 means 21 minus 21 plus 3 I2 is equals to 0 minus 12.5. Minus 21 plus 3. It becomes minus 18 I2 is equals to 0 minus 12.5 is minus 12.5. Minus 12.5. Now minus minus will get cancelled, hence I2 is equals to 12.5 divided by 18. Now do the division here, you will get the answer. So division of this I2 is equals to 12.5 divided by 18 is equals to 0.694 ampere. That is I2 is equals to 0.694 ampere. This is your value of I2. Now put this value of I2 either in equation number 2 or equation number 1. I will put this value in equation number 2 so that it will be easier for me to find out the equation. because इझी का बरं वाटेल मला इक्वेशन 2 मध्ये जर मी ठेवलं तर, कारण इज इक्वल्स टू 0 आहे. जर मी इक्वेशन नंबर 1 मध्ये ठेवलं 6i1 - 3i2 इज इक्वल्स टू 12.5. सो 3 इंटू जे काही प्रोडक्ट मिळेल ना 0.64 शुड बी ॲडेड फ्रॉम दिस 12.5. कारण इथं मायनस आहे आणि इथं प्लस 12.5. सो मायनस राईट हँड साईड जाऊनला प्लस होतं. तर 12.5 प्लस this term I had to do it and then divided by 6, so it may get complicated. So directly putting the value in this equation number 2, I can directly get the value of I1 here. So put value of I2 in equation 2. I will write down the equation 2 here again. 3i1 minus 10.5 I2 is equals to 0. 3i1 is equals to 10.5 I2, and put the value of I2 here. 3i1 is equals to 10.5 into 0.694. So I1 is equals to 10.5 into 0.694 divided by 3. So you will get the value of I1. Okay, the multiplication of 10.5 into 0.694 is 7.287 divided by 3. You will get the value of current I1 as 2.429 ampere. And what was our aim? Our aim was to find out the current flowing through 1 ohm resistance, and current flowing through 1 ohm resistance is I1, and the value of I1 is 2.42. Hence current flowing through 1 ohm resistance is I1 is equals to 2.429 ampere. This is your answer for the given numerical. I hope you have understood the numerical. In next lecture we will see another one numerical, and then I will provide you another numericals to solve the given problems. Okay, till then we will stop here. Thank you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me on WhatsApp.